What do an astronaut, a brilliant chemist, and a mountain of white flakes have in common? The answer will surprise you, and it's in the story of Head and Shoulders. The unexpected origin. Let's go back to the 1950s. The world was recovering from the war, the economy was growing, and in the laboratories of Procter & Gamble in Cincinnati, Ohio, a chemist named John Perrin Jr. was waging his own battle, the fight against dandruff. Dandruff, that silent enemy of self-esteem, was a common but little addressed problem. The available treatments were ineffective or aggressive for the scalp. Perrin, driven by a personal need, he himself suffered from dandruff, set out to find a definitive solution. He wasn't alone. Other scientists joined him, and for nearly a decade, they experimented with hundreds of compounds. It was a slow, frustrating process, full of dead ends. Imagine the amount of scalps they had to analyze, the number of discarded formulas. But Perrin and his team did not give up. They knew there was a real need, a market waiting to be conquered. The magic ingredient. Finally, in 1961, the eureka moment arrived. They discovered the antifungal properties of zinc pyrithione. This compound, until then little explored in hair care, proved to be effective in controlling the fungus Malassezia globosa, the main cause of dandruff. But the discovery of the compound was only the beginning. The challenge now was to incorporate it into a shampoo that was pleasant to use, stable, and effective. The texture, the smell, the ability to lather, everything had to be perfect. After years of research and development, in November 1961, Head & Shoulders made its debut in the American market. The blue and green packaging, with clear letters and a sober design, conveyed professionalism and confidence. Challenges and conquests. The first years were not easy. Convincing consumers that a shampoo could really eliminate dandruff required a smart marketing strategy. Procter & Gamble invested heavily in advertising, highlighting the clinical benefits of the product and showing visible results. One of the most successful campaigns was the one that showed ordinary people, with real dandruff problems, experiencing the transformation with Head & Shoulders. Honesty and transparency were key to gaining the public's trust. As the brand grew, so did the competition. Other shampoo manufacturers launched their own versions of anti-dandruff products. But Head & Shoulders remained at the forefront thanks to its constant innovation and its commitment to quality. The original formula was refined over the years, incorporating new ingredients and technologies to improve effectiveness and user experience. Different varieties were launched for different hair types, and the brand expanded to other hair care products. The myth of the astronaut and the space shampoo. This is where the myth comes in. It is said that Head & Shoulders was the first shampoo used in space by NASA astronauts. The story, although fascinating, is not entirely true. While it is true that NASA was looking for personal hygiene products that were easy to use and did not require much water, there is no official evidence that Head & Shoulders was the chosen one. Astronauts used special shampoos, developed for microgravity conditions, and although Head & Shoulders may have been among the options considered, there is no confirmation of its use in space missions. However, the myth persisted, fueled by the brand's image as a scientific and reliable product, capable of solving even the most difficult problems. And, in a way, it reflected the brand's ambition to go further and further. Head & Shoulders today. Today, Head & Shoulders is a global brand, present in more than 100 countries and recognized as a leader in the anti-dandruff shampoo market. Its iconic blue and green packaging is a symbol of cleanliness and confidence for millions of people around the world. The brand has evolved with the times, adapting to new trends and consumer concerns. It has launched more natural products, with plant-based ingredients, and has adopted more sustainable practices in its production. But, in essence, Head & Shoulders remains true to its original purpose: to help people feel confident and comfortable with their hair, free from the worry of dandruff. Final reflection. Head & Shoulders is much more than just a simple shampoo. It is the story of a persevering chemist, a team of committed scientists, and a brand that knew how to listen to the needs of its consumers. It is proof that, sometimes, the solution to an everyday problem can be in the most unexpected place. Who would have thought that behind that blue and green packaging hid such an intriguing story? A story of science, innovation, marketing, and, of course, a touch of legend. Did you like this story? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to discover more myths and brands.